Hey everyone, I wanted to make a quick video on how to record rhythms to your loops. So this is similar to the rhythm variation, where you can assign a rhythm to each of your tracks. You could have, say, rhythm A on this one, rhythm B on this one, rhythm C on this one, which is great if you're actually recording and looping over these rhythms and you wanted to just bring in different rhythms. But what if you wanted to just record a rhythm on track 1 and have a different recorded rhythm on track 2? And a different recorded rhythm on track 3. So for example, if you're going to play acoustic guitar and you just want to play that guitar over some different rhythms and bring them in as and when you want, this is the video that you want to watch, because I can't find anything on YouTube about that at the moment. So I figured out a way how to do it, and the way is this. So what we're going to do first of all is we're just going to make sure that we're on single mode, just to make sure that each of our 3 tracks that we're worried about are only going to play at one time. So we want track 1 first of all. So we're going to go loop, we're going to select track 1. I'll do it with this hand so we can see a bit better. And I go across 2 pages, and I'm on multi-mode, and I want it to be on single. So I want the same on track 2 and 3. And the shortcut of doing that is to go over to loop, and I'm on track 2 now, still on multi, so we'll change that up to single. And then I go to loop again, track 3 on multi. So whilst I'm here, I might as well assign just 2 bars to each of my tracks as well. So I'll go to this one, and I want it to set to 2 measures or 2 bars. And I'll do that with, go right round again, with track 1 to 2 measures. 1, 2. Because that just limits the amount of recording you want on each of your rhythms. So I only want two bars or 2 measures on each of them. So there we go. So we've done that first of all. I'm just going to go back a page, and I'm going to make a couple more changes as well. So see how my stop mode is on immediate. I want that to stop at the end of the loop, so that when I've recorded something and I press this, it won't stop straight away. It'll just stop at the end of the loop, and I'll demonstrate that in a minute. So we're going to go across. We're going to come out of there, and we're going to do the same thing on track 1. Sorry, I'm doing this completely in a random order, aren't I? So we're going to go to track. We're on track 2, track 1. We're going to go to track 1, and then I go across, and I want my stop mode again on loop. And we just press loop. I think I've already done track 2. Yes, I have. And then track 3, we do the same thing. Okay, and then the other thing we want to do here is, seeing as though we're here, we'll just press play, and then we want the track to change at the end of the loop. So that means that when I finish this one and I want to bring this one in, I'll press play whilst this is still playing, and then this one will come in at the end of this loop. And that way I don't need to worry about my timing too much. So I've done that. We've set all of those things to start with. Next up, we are going to make sure that the rhythm has got an intro record feature. So we just go to loop twice, and we select the rhythm. This is quite interesting. So we go across to intro record. If you want it to start to, as soon as you press record button, if you want to have a drum beat or a rhythm introduction, if you like a fill played beforehand, you'd have intro record on. If you just want it to play back, not when you're recording, but just when you're playing, you would have the intro play on. But I'm just going to turn my ending on, because I'm going to do a little bit of something at the end of the video with the ending. So I'm just going to leave ending on for now. But if you did want to have an intro record, like a fill before the song starts, you can do it like that. And then we'll come out of there. And then basically what we're going to do then is just make sure that our pedals are all set up correctly. So we're going to go to menu. We do it twice, and we've got control function. And I want mode 1, because that's all I'm concerned about today. Mode 1, pedal 1. And I just want track 1, record, play at 2. So that's what that pedal's going to do. And if I go out of there, exit, pedal 2, I want track 1, play, stop 2. So as long as these are set up correctly, then this should work absolutely fine. And I do the same thing with pedal 3, but I want track 2, record, play 2. And then pedal 4, I want track 2, play, stop 2. And then pedal 5, I want track 3, record, play 2. And pedal 6, track 3, play, stop 2. Okay, so now my pedals are set up correctly. Whilst I'm in the pedals, actually, I'm going to do something a bit crazy with pedal 8, which is this one here, the undo redo. And I'm going to change pedal 8 to rhythm start stop. I've already done it beforehand, so that's why it already looks like that. You might have it as something else. It'll probably just be undo redo for you. So I've just changed it to rhythm start stop, and I'll tell you why in a couple of minutes. So that's all of my pedals that I need to worry about. What I need to make sure I do now is, because if I press record, it won't record the rhythm to the loop unless I tell it to. So the way to do that is, if we go to menu, and we go to output and then routing, and the second one along is input rhythm, and we select that one, and then I've got a few things I can change here, but if I go across all the way to the end, I've got an option that says rhythm out, and I want to toggle that to loop. So what happens now is the rhythm is being sent to the loop, and that's how we record it on there. So just as a little example, if I just press that rhythm, you can hear that being played back, but nothing's being recorded as of yet. And if I turn it off, it won't play anything. So what I've got to do is I've got to arm it first of all. I can do that by either pressing this button. When it flashes, it's armed. Or I can actually press this one now, because that's my rhythm start stop watch. I can turn it off as well. So what first I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure that I've got the right drum beat that I want to record on track 1. So let's go ahead and select our drum beat. And the rhythm we want first is, let's go with the soft rock, side stick 1, sorry, and then variation B. And it's on the live kit. So let's have a listen to what that's going to sound like. That's what it sounds like. Brilliant. So as soon as I hit that button now, it will record on track 1. And you'll notice, because the rhythm's still on, after 2 measures or 2 bars, it will duplicate the sound, and that's when I've got to turn it off again. So you wouldn't necessarily do this live. This is something that you would do before you actually do your gig. So you can program each of these loops to have different drum beats, and then you just bringing them in and out when you want. So I'll do a little demonstration of the Eagles' Take It Easy before the end of this video. So I'm going to press record. I'll get 2 bars and it'll play back, just like that. You can hear it doesn't sound very good because it's duplicated the sound, so I'll turn the rhythm off and see how the rhythm's not lit up now. So it's just playing what's recorded on here. And if I press this, it will stop at the end of the loop. That's what we set up before. So on this one now, I want to set up a different rhythm. Now with the rhythm variation technique, you could have a different variation. If you wanted to have a completely different kit, you can do that as well, but it's a bit more long-winded and you've got to assign a few things. Whereas with this, we can just go ahead and choose a completely different, let's go with a different genre of kit. Let's go with the pop one. We'll do 8-beat one, we'll do variation D, and we'll do a light kit this time, okay? So that's a few different changes. And if I press this button now, it will record, but you can see my rhythm isn't armed, so I'm going to make sure that that is flashing first, and now it will record on here. Let's see if it works. 2 measures. And it plays back with the duplicated sound, so I turn it off. It's off there, and I press stop. Now I've got 1 type of drum beat recorded here, 1 type of beat recorded on this one, and we're just going to demonstrate to make sure that they're going to work okay. So I'll press play, and then I'll line this one up. I'll line this one up, I'll press play. It won't play until this one's finished. Now we got the different beat now. I'll go back to this one. And I'll press stop. There we go. So it'll stop at the end of the loop. Okay, and then like I said before, we've assigned this one as our rhythm start stop as well. So what we can do with this one is we can put a little drum fill. So if you imagine I'm playing this one, I want to stop it, and it just stops quite abruptly because we've recorded the rhythm. If I want to stick a little drum fill on, I hope this works, I time it right, and I press this just before the beat. But I've got to make sure I'm stopping this one first. So I'm going to get this one ready to stop. Here I go. And we've got a little fill at the end of the song. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to demonstrate how that's going to work with a version of Take It Easy by the Eagles, and I'll be using my hands. So excuse me for the probably how bad it's going to sound, but here we go. Well, I've been running down the road trying to loosen my load. I got 7 women on my mind. For the one to hold me to, the one who stole me once, and she's a friend of mine. Take it easy, let the sound of your own wheels drive you crazy. Lighten up while you still can. Don't even try to understand. Just find a place to make your stand and take it easy. And there we go. That's something I hope you find useful. Like I say, it's similar to the rhythm variation technique, but this one is actually recording the rhythms on each of your loops. So yeah, if you found it useful, then fantastic. Please like, share, subscribe, do all the usual gubbins, and I'll see you in another video. Take it easy.